When Daniel awoke, his surroundings had changed. Roof replaced the sky above his head. Torches lit up the oak wood walls and cobblestone roof. He sat up, then groaned in pain. He had been entirely spent from the fight on the peak, and any action he did seemed like a massive task. Just then, a person barged into the house. Daniel studied the incoming stranger. This being, unlike Daniel, had a nose the size of his fist, grass green eyes, and a straw hat perched on his head. When he noticed Daniel's quizzical expression, the strange man spoke. "It's good to see you awake. You've been out for 3 days. Our hunting party found you nodding off on that mountaintop. That was very dangerous. You could have gotten yourself killed." Daniel laughed hoarsely. "You have no idea. Who are you? Where am I?" The stranger, which Daniel recalled was one of the game's few NPCs, heartily replied with, "I'm Jerry, the owner of this palace." He gestured to the plain walls around him sarcastically. "You are in the Pasana village, and rest assured you'll get the best of care here. What of you, traveler?" "I'm Daniel, and I don't belong to this world." Jerry suddenly went wide-eyed, then spoke in a hushed tone. "That makes sense, then." Daniel asked what he meant. "Players, like you, usually have a gamer tag floating above their heads, indicating they're connected to an outside source. You, however, have no such tag. You are part of the game's code now, just like us." Daniel considered this, then a sudden stroke of realization came to him. Have you seen have you seen any other people like me with no gamer tag?" Jerry's eyes lit up, and he said, Just a week ago, a kid came through looking for supplies and then took off when we caught him. Haven't seen him since. Darn kid took my carrots, too." James, Daniel thought, then said to Jerry, "That person was my brother, and he's stuck in the game just like me. I have to find him and find a way out of this place." Jerry then turned to a bookshelf in a corner, rifling through it before pulling out an ancient, tattered novel. Me being a simple farmer, I don't know much myself, but to the north there was an intelligent group of villagers who founded a guild dedicated to knowledge of things beyond this world. This book will help you find them. Perhaps they can find you a way back to your world." Daniel accepted the book gratefully and said, "Thanks you so much. I owe you one." Jerry replied, "That's not all. I got a horse in the back to set you on your way as well." Jerry led Daniel to a fenced-in stable where a big brown horse chomped on some feed. Later that day, Daniel saddled his horse, whom he affectionately named Hope, and trotted northward, taking a last glance at the village and Jerry disappearing behind him. He rode fast into the evening, covering hundreds of blocks before spotting a looming wall of cobblestone. Daniel regarded it curiously, for he could not remember such a fortification existing in the game when he played it. A set of iron doors marked the entrance to the fortress. Daniel got off his horse and walked up to the iron doors. Before he even knew what happened, a dozen villagers leapt out of the bushes, armed with crossbows, swords, and various tools. "Drop your weapon," the nearest one snarled. Daniel obliged, seeing as he was outnumbered greatly. One of the villagers walked up and bound his hands with string behind his back. The villager then turned to the nearby bush they were previously hiding in and gestured for someone to come out. A player, clad in a mix of iron and leather armor, stepped out of the bush and in front of Daniel, studying him. The player's face morphed from seriousness to shock. Then he leaned in and hugged Daniel. "Brother," the player said. Daniel then realized who this mysterious player was. It was none other than his annoying little brother who he had traveled so far to find, James.